Music has a way of reaching places words can't. A single melody can pull you back to a moment long gone. A lyric can feel like it was pulled straight from your soul. And some songs, they haunt you, echoing in your mind long after the last note fades. But why? What is it about music that has this kind of power over us? Today, we're diving into the psychology of music. How it shapes our emotions, influences our brain, unlocks memories, and even plays a role in who we become. Music is an emotional language. It speaks where words fail. But what's actually happening in the brain when we hear a song that makes us feel something? When we listen to music, our brain releases dopamine, the same chemical associated with pleasure, motivation, and even addiction. That's why that rush you get when your favorite song comes on feels so good. But there's also a paradox. Why does sad music sometimes make us feel better? Scientists call this the paradox of tragic pleasure, when melancholic music actually soothes us rather than making us sadder. It's because when we listen to sad music, we're processing emotions without real-life consequences. It's a safe space to feel deeply, to reflect, and to let emotions surface. And that's why music is such a powerful tool for emotional regulation. It lets us feel without fear. Music doesn't just affect emotions, it physically changes the way our brain works. Studies show that listening to certain types of music can enhance cognitive function, increasing focus, improving memory, and even boosting IQ. Ever heard of the Mozart effect? It's the idea that listening to classical music can make you smarter. But it turns out it's not just Mozart music in general that can enhance problem solving and creativity. Even lofi beats and ambient sounds have been found to improve concentration. But why does music affect us so deeply? Because it engages nearly every part of the brain at once: the auditory cortex, the limbic system, and even the motor regions that make us instinctively move to a beat. It's wired into us. Have you ever wondered why you gravitate towards certain types of music? Why some people love heavy metal and others prefer jazz? Studies suggest that our personality plays a major role in the music we're drawn to. Deep thinkers tend to love introspective, complex music, like alternative, classical, and indie. Energetic, outgoing people often prefer high-energy genres like hip-hop, pop, and dance. Highly empathetic people are drawn to music with emotional depth, like folk and sad ballads with soul-stirring melodies. But there's another factor at play: nostalgia. We tend to form our deepest musical connections in our teen years and early 20s, because during the period, our brain is in peak emotional sensitivity mode. That's why the music from that time in your life still hits different. Music becomes a part of us, a soundtrack to our memories. Music is one of the strongest memory triggers we have. It has even helped many Alzheimer's patients. Even when they've lost many memories, they can still recall songs from their youth. That's why songs aren't just sounds, they're deeply embedded with emotional meaning. Unlike a photograph, which captures one moment, a song can encode an entire experience. Even when we don't consciously recall a memory, music can stir emotions connected to it, creating that eerie, bittersweet feeling. Music has also been used for centuries as a healing tool. Today, we have music therapy, which helps people with everything from anxiety to PTSD. But beyond traditional music, certain frequencies, like binaural beats and solfeggio frequencies, are believed to have deeper healing properties. Binaural beats work by playing to slightly different frequencies in each ear. The brain processes the difference between them, creating an illusion of a third frequency which can influence brainwave activity. Solfeggio frequencies come from an ancient 6-tone scale used in religious chants and spiritual music. Each frequency is believed to have specific healing properties. Some believe these frequencies can realign the body's energy, reduce stress, and even promote physical healing. While science is still exploring their effects, many people use them for meditation, relaxation, and deep emotional healing. Essentially, Listening to these beats can help guide your brain into different mental states, whether you need to relax, focus, or even reach a meditative state. But even outside therapy, we instinctively turn to music for healing. Heartbroken, you play sad songs to process emotions. Stressed, you put on calming music. Unmotivated, you blast something energetic to hype yourself up. This is because music is one of the strongest memory triggers we have. It's stored in the same part of the brain as emotions and long-term memory. Music isn't just something we listen to, it's a reflection of who we are. The bands we love, the lyrics that speak to us, the playlists we make for late nights or long drives. They say something about us in ways words often can't. Music is one of the first things we use to express identity. As teenagers, we use it to carve out our personalities, dressing like our favorite artists, blasting songs that reflect our moods. As adults, we find deeper meaning in music, revisiting old favorites and discovering new sounds that evolve with us. Even relationships are built on shared music taste. How many times have you bonded with someone just because you both love the same obscure band? Our musical preferences are tied to our sense of self. Studies show that the music we love actually becomes a part of our identity, influencing our emotions, beliefs, and even social connections. Music is more than entertainment, it's a diary, a time machine, a portal to who we were and who we've become. Each of us has a personal soundtrack, songs that define the chapters of our lives. Whether we realize it or not, the music we hold closest is shaping the way we remember the past, the emotions, the moments, the people we once were, and the ones we're still becoming. So, what's your soundtrack? What's the one song that takes you back? The one that still moves you no matter how many times you hear it? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to see what songs have shaped you. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the psychology of music, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode.